Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today we are going to study a new chapter of 7th standard, that is chapter 18. It is Wastewater Story, and this one is last chapter of 7th standard. After that we will start the new class, that is 8th standard. So in this chapter we will talk about wastewater. What happens to the water which is being wasted once? So what is wastewater? The wastewater is black brown water which is rich in lather mixed with oil and goes down the drains from the sinks, showers, toilets, laundries is called wastewater. So whatever the water once used and it goes through the drains, that water is called as wastewater. It can go through the sinks, showers, toilets and laundries. Wastewater is generated in homes, industries, agricultural fields and in other human activities. And most of the activities that we do in our daily life, we use water, and that water is after that it has been sent to the drains. From the drains it goes to the sewage. It is called sewage. Sewage is a liquid waste which causes water and soil pollution. The sewage from the different drains, it causes water pollution as well as soil pollution. Wastewater is treated in a sewage treatment plant. So, if the wastewater, it has been sent to the sewage, it will be treated in a sewage treatment plant. So, treatment plants reduce pollutants. Whatever the pollutants are there in the water, they will be reduced in the treatment plants. In wastewater to level where nature can take care of it. The pollutants from the water are being reduced and then it has been sent to the water reservoirs, where underground sewerage system and refuse disposal system are not available. At some of the places, the underground sewerage systems are not available and disposal systems are not there. The low cost on-site sanitation system can be adopted. Sometimes if there is no underground sewerage system, we can just adopt some low cost on-site sanitations. Like byproducts of wastewater treatment are sludge and biogas. The wastewater once treated, there will be different byproducts of it. The byproducts are sludge and biogas. It can be converted into sludge and biogas. One is open drain system is a breeding place for flies. We can see at some of the places there are open drains, so there will be breeding place of flies, mosquitoes and organism which causes diseases. So it is being said that wherever there are drains, they should be covered so that there could not breed the mosquitoes and flies which causes a lot of disease. So it is also harmful to all of us. We should not defecate in the open. It is possible to have safe disposal of excreta by low cost method. The defecation in open areas also leads to a lot of disease because if we defecate in open areas, there will be the possibility of spread of disease. After that, sewage treatment. The sewage, that is waste water, that also get treated with some of the ways. There are different methods. First step is aeration. Air is bubbled through the wastewater while it is continuously stirred. The wastewater is continuously stirred and air is bubbled through it. After that, filtration. Aerated water passes through a deep filter or layered sand, fine gravel and medium gravel. It is passed through the filter. In that filter, different sand layers are involved, like layer of sand, fine gravel and medium gravel. The water passes through this to get purified. After that comes chlorination. Chlorine is added and mixed to the filtered water until the water is clear. So chlorine is that different tablets, chlorine tablets are being used for the water to get clean. The chlorination is also done in the water which is being supplied back to the houses. So chlorination is the method to add chlorine to the water to get clean water. Now next is wastewater treatment. Wastewater treatment plant. Wastewater passes through the screens to remove large object. Whatever there are large objects, sometimes we used to throw the polythenes in the drains and sometimes we also throw hairs and other things with the we used to flow it with the draining So from the drains it go to the sewage, and from sewerage it is sent to the wastewater treatment plant. There, first of all, the wastewater passes to the screens to remove the large object. Whatever the large objects are there in the sewage, they are being removed from there to go to a grit and sand removal tank at low speed. Now it go to a grit and sand removal tank at a low speed. It goes with a very low speed so that if there is any other object which is stuck in that sewerage, it will left behind. After that, water is allowed to settle in a large tank. The water is allowed to settle in a large tank so that whatever the impurities are there, it will settle down. This we can take an example of decantation, sedimentation and decantation. We used to take a water which contains different impurities, and after that the water will be left undisturbed for some times. What will happen? The impurities will settle down at the surface and water will float at the above. After that, the water which is pure will be transferred to the another container. So similarly, here water is allowed to settle in a large tank. After the impurities will settle down at the bottom, the water will be transferred to the next tank. Floating solids are removed with skimmer. If the solid waste are there, solid objects are there, which are there in the water, it will be removed with the skimmer. Skimmer is the process in which the water is moved at very large speed. The water is moved at large speed so that the objects which are there in that water, they will come on the upper surface. Settled solids are removed with the scraper. Once the solids settle down, they will removed with the help of scrapers. After that, clear water is called clarified water. We have talked about sedimentation and decantation. Once the impurities settle down to the surface, the water is being removed to the another container, and this water which is being moved to the another container, this is called clarified water. Water is then decomposed by anaerobic bacteria. Anaerobic bacteria, what do we mean by this? The bacteria which acts in absence of oxygen. The bacteria which act in absence of oxygen are called anaerobic bacteria. So water is decomposed by anaerobic bacteria in a tank and air is passed. Microbes settle down at bottom as activated sludge and water from the top is removed. Once it will be passed through the microbes and it will be allowed to settle down at the bottom. When the anaerobic organisms has done their work, they will be allowed to settle down on the bottom. And once the microorganisms settle down at the bottom, the top water is removed to the another tank. So that's what we used to do in the sewage treatment. So sewage treatment is done by different methods like aeration, filtration and chlorination. Aeration is, as the name indicates, there is air. Air is bubbled through the wastewater and continuously stirred. Water is continuously stirred. It does not allow to settle down the impurities. After that, filtration. Filtration means there will be different layers of sand, fine gravel and medium gravel. The water will seep through these different layers so that we will get a pure water. After that comes chlorination. Chlorination is the process of adding chlorine tablets to the water so that the water will be suitable for using again. So that's all about this chapter. I hope you like the video. For more details, stay connected to my channel. Thank you and have a good day to all of you.